All right. So I guess this is the last segment that we have for this podcast. Is of course some subscribers had a few questions. And we'll start with Flavor Town. He says, "Ayo, quick question, but will you guys ever branch out to other fighting games? Just asking. Love the content. Thank you for that. Schluddy, would you like to go first?
No, I'm saying no, as in I'm not branching out.
Okay, that's fair.
Do I need to give a
Sid?
reason?
Yeah, will I ever branch out? Will I ever branch out? Yeah, man. I mean, I don't see any reason why not. To like other fighting games, like nowadays, now, probably the only thing I can really see myself playing. Oh my god, I hate to admit it while Thumper's here because I just don't really like Thumper. But I guess I can, I guess I could somewhat see myself playing King of Fighters. But like, stop it, stop.
All
Sorry,
right.
sorry, guys. Yeah, I could see myself playing maybe King of Fighters, but I don't know, like it just doesn't really seem. I don't know. I don't really get the feel of MK. Obviously, I won't, for any other game. So the only other game that I can see myself playing is just another NetherRealm game, NRS, fighting game, and like enjoying as much, you know what I mean? So, but I mean, I wouldn't mind. Would I mind branching out to other games? Nah. Say like I played Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Fighter Z, the Fighters, whatever nonsense. I played that game for a little bit. That was cool. I do still enjoy that game. Um, yeah, but yeah, as far as like games that are out right now, that's probably the only other one I can see myself going towards, or I'm
Right.
not a Tekken guy. I'm not a Tekken guy. I'm just not. Dead or Alive, not really my cup of tea. I wouldn't mind playing. Like I like playing. I like watching people play Dead or Alive. Like that's really cool in my opinion. But like as far as me playing it, like yeah, for like maybe 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna get bored.
Right.
I'll be like, all right, I'm kind of done. Playing King of Fighters with Exit, that was actually like, I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. It's kind of,
Yeah, it
I don't
was
know,
pretty
something
interesting.
about it. Yeah. Exit, I'm talking, please, thank you. But yeah, playing King of Fighters was, that was interesting. I would say that it somewhat filled my cup. I was definitely hooked on that for a little bit. For all of the 1 hour that I played that game. That was fun. Other than fighting games though, like anything other than fighting games, I would definitely. Yeah, I'm always trying to get these guys to play something else, but Thumper's clinically addicted to MK. So yeah.
That's why I had to stop for a little bit. And well, we're addicted to Overcooked too,
Oh yeah.
First class trouble.
Some sweats.
and First Class Trouble. Yeah,
That's
First Class, First Class.
at first. Oh hell yeah! Speaking of
Um,
first class tonight, by the way, I'm so sorry to say this on stream, but I mean like, oh my god, first.
yes, we'll play First Class tonight.
Okay, cool.
I gotta
Exit.
go
Would you
to
like
sleep.
to, partake in
Um,
this?
when they announced like MK11 like was not getting any more updates, I told myself I need to find a new fighting game, and I played every fighting game there is, from Under
Oh
Night in
yeah.
Birth to Blaze Blue to Samurai Showdown,
Actually,
and
sir, can I cut in real quick? One fighting game that you did not touch was the new Demon Slayer game. So I just want to
I'm good.
correct you
I'm
on
good.
that.
I'm good. We
Yeah,
don't talk
exactly.
about that. All right.
Yeah,
So
Or
we.
Tekken?
okay.
Yeah, or
So
Tekken.
all right. Yeah. You just maybe Tekken. I will try that one out, but it just wasn't the same, man. There was just no motivation or like
Yep.
want to get better at them. You know what I'm saying? There just
Mm.
isn't.
Sure.
Like I think Samurai Showdown's hella cool, but only 3 people play it online. So I'm like, yeah, there's not really much motivation there.
Yeah.
And it kind of honestly makes you appreciate MK11, like what it has, like with the customization, the variation system, and just little things in general. Like that it actually has a story mode. Like Samurai Showdown doesn't even have a story mode. Like those games feel very incomplete compared to MK11, because MK11 does have a lot of content. But honestly, my goal is really to like not play Mortal Kombat anymore and like branch out to like just other games in general, like horror games, RPGs, like shooters and stuff like that. That's really my goal. But if the next game is MK11, I'm gonna be right here still playing it like a meth addict. So yeah, that's pretty much my answer.
Right. Nice. Um, for branching out, I definitely would say yes. Um, I like I said before, I liked King of Fighters. I do like King of Fighters, like previous titles. I never played them like competitively or anything like that. I just played them for fun. But I'm looking forward to this next King of Fighters. It felt really fun. I really liked it. Online was actually pretty good. Um, I don't think I heard a bad thing. I've seen some people complain about it here and there. I don't know if it was like just certain areas, but anyway, I had a pretty good experience on it. For the beta. I do like Tekken. Would I compete competitively? I don't know. That game's super tech heavy. But it is super fun. I've been trying to get exit on it for a while. Of course, Sid stuck in his little island over there. Judgmental Island, that is. But anywho, I really appreciate that game. I think it was one. I mean, besides Mortal Kombat, it was one of the first games I played, and it was just always so fun. And yeah, I want to say that's pretty much it to cover Flavor Town's question there. The next one I would like to move on to was Iceman 2020. He
Can
had.
I touch bases on? I have a question for you, actually, Thumper.
Okay,
Or
sure.
for you to answer to for you to also add in to Flavor Town or whatever. Can you
Okay.
tell them about your experience with Guilty Gear?
Guilty Gear.
Yeah, there you go. The
You
truth
know,
comes out.
with Guilty Gear, it was short lived. Let's just put it that way. I think it was Wolfie, SJ, and myself. We were just playing like I think we played for like a good hour, so I streamed it for about an hour.
Mhm.
I honestly like every now and then I'll go to it, and I just like it's not like I don't get that like I just don't like it's not that moral. It's not like I like the blood and the guts and all that type of stuff. Like I just
It's not as
it's
satisfying.
not it. It's just not it. You know what I mean? I guess maybe I just haven't played the story mode from Guilty Gear as well. Maybe that's why I haven't like I just like characters that like can grab my attention and that can actually, that I can grow with and I can like. Um I'm not saying that they're terrible characters, for any Guilty Gear people out there, like please, don't come after me. Uh
Don't
it's
cancel
honestly
me.
like it's a beautiful game. Sid and I played it, I think on SharePlay, and we were just
Yeah.
amazed like how good it looked, right? Um and like I mean that's pretty much it for me. I couldn't dedicate myself to it like I really wanted it to. But yes, thank you, Sid, for bringing that up.
Yeah. Yeah.
um so may I move on to Iceman 2020?
Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Please.
Okay, so Iceman 2020, this gentleman, he wrote a novel. But I'll touch bases on some of the stuff that he put on there. So number one, he said he would like to improve on his mentality when his opponent has fatal blow. And again, to summarize it, he says he freezes whenever fatal blow comes. And how can he avoid like pretty much freezing up and just playing just straight defensive? Does anybody have any, I guess, inquiries on like?
I got you, bro. I
Yeah,
got
go
this
ahead.
shit.
Go ahead,
Oh,
Slutty. Go ahead,
yeah,
please.
yeah. All right. So if you're freezing up and he has fatal blow, I'm saying you are probably taking in a standpoint that you're around the same health as him, or you're one hit confirm
Yep.
from that. So what Exit Hunt here likes to do, he likes to look for the hit confirm. He will do little stagger buttons, so you have to look for things like that. Like, oh yeah, they're gonna stagger a button or do a full string that is possibly punishable. Or if they're just sitting there looking for the hit confirm, try your best to play patient and punish them back when you see your opening. You have to have reads for that. Old people can't do that. So if you're like 40 and up, yeah, you can't do that. You're too old. You shouldn't be playing the game. But yeah, you just if you have the health lead, don't really worry about it. Like if you're up like I'd say like 65%, and like that one hit's not gonna kill you, don't really worry about it. Like
Unless
swooping
they're
at the
Baraka.
yeah, unless it's
Oh my god.
Brock, and then he's doing at least like 90 per hit confirm off one button. I don't understand. He's kind of broke. But
Very broke.
yeah. With all that being said, just get better. Just get better.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Exit. Would you like to chime in on that?
When someone has fatal blow, honestly, you gotta just start thinking about the worst and what's not the worst. What's not the worst is just taking the throw. Like if you know your opponent is looking, there's two different types of players. There's people that are gonna throw it out randomly, and there's people that are gonna look for that hit confirm, right? Or there's people that just gonna do random shit like finish a string when you know it's your turn, and then they'll go into fatal blow just to throw you off. That's what a lot of people would do. Just think about like the non-worst thing that could happen is like you just take a throw. You just take 13%. You still have the health lead. They have to pretty much guess again. It also depends on who you're going to. If you're going up against like Aaron or Frost or Cabal, then yeah, you have to be a bit more mindful on what you could do, or just literally wait it out and try to find a way to punish them. So that's pretty much it. Like honestly, just take the throw, in my opinion. Like it's not worth losing 30, 40 something percent because you're scared to take a 13% throw. So that's my mindset on it.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. Sid.
Yeah. What to do, man? I don't know. I hate getting thrown, dude. I hate getting thrown, man. It's something in me, bro. It just really bugs me. That's why I'm like, one of those things that I really practice in practice mode is just, bro, just getting thrown.
So
So
what you're telling me is you'd rather take like 45 and up percent rather than get thrown.
I'd rather get the read. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I'd rather get the read, So that's all I can say about that. I'd rather
But
get
what
the
if you
read
mess up and take that 40?
they're trying to hit confirm and then punish them for that. But yeah, like what exit got me on the other day and like just blew my whole shit up and just exposed me for the fraud that I am. Was, and it really bothered me. Like, dude, those are my plus frames. You can't do that, But I mean, he did what he had to do. So what happened was exit, saying correct me if I'm wrong or saying chime in here if you whatever. So Braka's 2-1-2 string is plus, and he had fatal blow. And like just all he had to do was we were both like less than 30%. All he had to do was just hit the button, it would hit me. So Braka's 2-1-2 string is plus, I hit him with it. And then I go for it again because, I'm like, okay, well, I know he's going to press a button on my plus frames because that's the type of person that exit is. And of course, not only does he press a button, but he hits me with a fatal blow, and it hurt me inside, because I'm just like, damn, dude, like, really?
All you have to do is block.
And there you go, and
no, let me explain that mind game. So
yeah,
you do something that's plus, right? And every time somebody's plus, they get greedy, and they just want to like, okay, I get to get my turn back again and do that. One thing you could have easily done is like just backdash and then throw in a projectile. But I just had a feeling that every time you're gonna get greedy and try to get your turn back because you're plus, your little +1. And hell yeah, I do the fatal blow and I caught you every single time because it was just like it was just not, I just knew you were not gonna block. Like if somebody's plus, they're not gonna want to block or backdash. They're just gonna want to get their turn back, and it is what it is. So that was pretty much the mind game there.
By the way, there was no that backdash possible because and throwing a projectile, it wouldn't have been possible. He was using that shitty ass cowboy Aaron Black. So
no. I was using Baraka.
No, he wasn't. He's lying again.
We were doing Baraka mirrors.
There you go, people.
I'll post the footage.
Alrighty, so I think like with me, I kind of just to cut you guys off there. Before you start arguing.
No, we want to argue. We're gonna give your viewers some content, bro.
Oh my gosh. So
Please,
I
God.
kind of do tend to freeze up myself whenever it comes to like seeing somebody with fatal blow. Again, what Sid said, it depends on the character. Like of a cabal, like it's like, oh shit. Like if I even think about throwing a projectile, he's just gonna fatal blow and he's gonna get me. I'm getting clipped. For like also throwing the cowboy under the bus. What Eggs has been catching me with is wake up fatal blow.
Yeah.
So
That catches
it just
everybody.
kind of goes back to just knowing who you're going up against. Pretty much the Aaron Black and like Frost, that those are kind of the same thing. If you're playing stupid, you're gonna get clipped. So just know who you're going against. Like if it's Aaron Black, I think just kind of if you're at a distance, make sure you're blocking, make sure you're neutral ducking. Make sure you know what ranges you're dealing with when it comes to your opponent when they have fatal blow. Like when you're with Baraka, I mean, sometimes it does catch you. Don't let these Baraka mains catch you with wake up fatal blow as well. That's the thumb tech, as well. But there's nothing wrong with being overly aggressive, and let's just say you do have the major health lead and they wake up fatal blow. Okay, let's take the 30%, possibly 40%. I don't think there's any of them that reach 40% just right off the bat, but let it go by, take those. And if you're already up one round, you lost a little bit of life lead, but you know what? You're that much closer to killing them. So there's my opinion on that. And again, back to exits. I'd honestly rather take the 13% over the 30-some%. But I'm just saying, once fatal blow's over with, you don't get to deal with it ever again. So, and then Iceman had another question, pretty much on punishes. I feel that's kind of broad. I don't know how you would really go about that. Exit, how would you say, maybe I guess getting better at punishes?
On punishing like a straight up punish, like if Liu Kang does a flying kick, yeah, dude, just make the computer literally do it over and over.
Yeah, that's some
And
shit you
then
gotta do in practice.
yeah, literally just make Liu Kang do flying kick and mash like right after he does the flying kick, do an uppercut, because there is Liu Kang players that do dumb shit like that. And then just always go for the punish. Just keep it simple. There's no reason for you to go into a button that you'll get optimal damage off of. Just always punish with your 1-1 or your 2-1. That's my advice. Like always punish with that. Or if you have a fast mid, use that fast mid. Every like even pro players, they always punish, even if they're like their opponent's like minus 20 something and they can get more damage off of what is it? Like a button that's a bit slower, just always punish with your 1-1 or your 1-2 or 2-1, whatever it is, like your auto shimmy. It's just the most accurate thing, and it is what it is. Like if Sub-Zero does a slide, you know how many times I got hit, like a Sub-Zero player does a slide, and then like I tried going to like a mid, and then somehow my mid whiffs, and I get uppercutted by Sub-Zero, and they're like, "Yeah, reads, brah." Like no, it was just like just keep it simple. Always punish with your shimmy, and you'll be fine.
Anybody else want to chime in on that?
No.
Alrighty. Well, I guess that concludes it. So, any last comments from any of you guys?
Ask more questions.
What's your question?
I said ask more questions. Like I'm talking to your little viewers.
I see. All right. Yeah. Please feel free to ask more questions. We love answering the questions. We love seeing the comments. Honestly, the first podcast went a whole lot better than expected, and honestly,
of course, because we're great, Thumper. What are you talking about, dude? We're great.
I try to come at a more humble approach, but thank you.
Yeah, I don't care, Thumper. We're great. And for every viewer that's gonna be watching this, I'm gonna need y'all to think of questions that we can argue about. I want to like yell at Exit, make him feel stupid.
Obviously.
I'm little mini debate. Nothing about politics, more so about MK11. I don't want to talk about all the controversial stuff. We want to talk about MK11. We're not going to talk about how Jackie's top 2, top 1, bottom 3. We're not going to talk about it, right?
And just
Brock is
a
broken.
quick little reminder, I do link everybody's socials, YouTube channels, excuse me, Twitch channels, etc. You're more than welcome to follow us on Twitter. And that will be it. So hope you guys have a good evening or
I
good morning.
would like
Oh,
to
go
add
ahead.
something. For adding us on our socials, I'm pretty sure everybody here is free for like games and everything. So,
Oh,
like,
yes.
say someone like Iceman who wanted to get better at certain things, y'all can hit one of us up and we will play with you. Guarantee.
Yes.
Maybe not Sid because he's Hollywood or Exit because he's Hollywood, but me and Thumper,
Yes.
we'll do it, man. And
Yes.
like it'd be honestly really fun, like being that me and Thumper are like the only streamers here because Exit's a retired old man. Me and Thumper love to play with our viewers. Exit doesn't. That's not how he met us. He bought us offline or some shit like that on
Real
fucking
subtle with the
Craigslist.
shade.
Yeah, very, very, very.
Yeah, but yeah, hit us up to play, dude. Yeah, facts. Thumper, did you link my Patreon and my MySpace profile?
Yes, I certainly did.
All right, thank you.
All right. So again, much love, peace, and blessings. You guys have a good one.
All of
All right.